how I lost way too much money on fishing reels because I didn't know what I was doing. I want you to picture this. I'm standing in the tackle shop. I'm holding a reel, something like this. I'm holding a reel that costs more than my week's grocery shopping. Did I know it was expensive? No. Did I know what it was designed for? No. But I did know one thing. I was about to waste my money. If you ever bought fishing gear and realized later that you had no clue what you were doing, this video is for you, okay? I'm gonna give you 5 mistakes that I made because I didn't know what I was doing, okay? What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm exposing myself because I lost painful amount of money on fishing reels just from not understanding the basics, okay? Not because I was upgrading, not because I was experimenting, but because I was guessing. And if you're new to fishing or even just upgrading gear, hopefully this saves you from making the same dumb mistakes that I did, okay? So this is how it all started. When I first got into fishing, I thought reels were simple. I just thought they were just like whatever. How hard can it be, you know? You turn the handle. You turn the handle just like this. Line goes in, line goes out. You turn this up. How hard can it be, right? So I walked into a store with confidence I did not deserve. I did research. I didn't research. I didn't ask questions. Didn't even know what half the labels meant. You know, like for example, I didn't know what AK meant. For example, on this one, I didn't know. I just thought it was like oh, this one looks serious. That's what I thought. Oh, this one is expensive. Must be good. Oh wow. This one has like 12 bearings. Till this day I don't even know what the bearings does. I think it's just something about the way how smooth. I don't know. I'll have to research that. But that's just me. Because I'm a little dumb like that sometimes, but trust me, I'm getting there. So whatever it means, my mistake number 1 was buying. I was buying for ego, not skill. So yes, I did have a little extra cash, and my first big mistake was buying reels based on what they look like. I used to buy reels. Oh, this one looks so cool. I would just go and buy it. For example, this one that I'm holding right now, I bought it just because it was big and it felt right, and I thought no fish was gonna escape from this. I was wrong. So I bought one. What no one told me is that for example, I bought a bait caster, but no one told me that bait casters don't forgive ignorance. They punished it. And they punish it hard. Every cast turned into a bird's nest. I spend more time pulling the line out than actually fishing. Every time I cast, the bait cast, bird nest, my line was everywhere, and I got frustrated. Using it. That reel didn't make me a better fisherman. The only thing that reel made me was sit in the closet and cry. Because let's be honest, who wants frustration, you know? The lesson that I learned was the best reel isn't the Pro one. Okay, I have another reel over here. The best reel isn't the Pro one. Is the one that you can actually use. I'm gonna repeat that. The best reel isn't the Pro. It's the one that you can actually use. That's what I actually think, and I think that's what's gonna work for you guys. And yeah, that was my mistake. I went for expensive ones, didn't know what they were for, and I just went and bought it because they were expensive and I thought that they were gonna work for me. I'm talking about $200, $300 reels. I have like 2 or 3. I don't even want to mention them. Okay, so mistake number 2 was thinking expensive automatically means better. Okay, after, I thought maybe I just need higher quality, so I bought an expensive reel. Problem was I didn't know why it was expensive. I didn't understand what made the drag good, what made the reel smooth, what kind of fishing it was designed for. Because back then I thought every reel could catch you any fish. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's not the case. I just assumed price equal performance. Okay. It turns out that reel was way overkill for what I was doing. I paid for the features I didn't need and never used. It didn't make me catch more fish. It just made my wallet lighter, okay? Because I was buying the expensive stuff. Just for no reason. Just because I was dumb enough to think that expensive stuff is better at everything. In some cases, yes, but in this case, in my opinion, in my experience, it didn't really feel that way. Okay, so mistake number 3, I was ignoring the gear ratios completely. I didn't even know what a gear ratio was. And this one hurts. For a long time, I didn't even know what a gear ratio was. I thought it was a marketing nonsense. So I grabbed whatever reel feels smooth. You know, I would go like, oh, this feels smooth, and I'll call it a day. Big mistake. I ended up using super fast reel for slow techniques. I couldn't fish crankbaits properly. My retreats felt awkward. Everything felt so rushed. I thought my timing was off. And no, it was the reel. What's my lesson here? Because I want to keep the video short. The lesson here was your reel can actively work against you if it doesn't match how you fish. Okay? Yeah. I didn't for a long time I didn't know what the gear ratio was, and that was a big mistake. Okay, so that's one of the mistakes I made, and hopefully you don't make the same mistake. Okay. Also, mistake number 4. Going too cheap. Going too cheap also can hurt you. For example, if you go too expensive, it's gonna hurt you. But if you go cheap, it's also gonna hurt you. Then I came to my budget phase, which was, why spend money when this one is only $30? I was buying the $200, $300 reels, and then I was like, you know what? I'm not catching any fish. My hand hurts. I don't know if I'm doing anything wrong. You know. F it. I'm just gonna go buy the $30 reel. Okay. So I bought cheap reels. In general, they felt fine at first. The drag slip. They sound crunchy. Then I just straight up quit. They don't work anymore. Water gets on them. It's just horrible. Sometimes I had $30 reels that will break the handle over here. it just like pop off, done. There goes my $30 reel. By the end of the day, I had spent more than if I just bought like a mid-range reel. And I'm talking about mid-range, about 60 to 70, even $100. That will be my range reel that I'm doing. I'm actually buying nowadays. Okay, don't buy too expensive. Don't buy too cheap. Just keep it in the mid-range. You know, as you go on, you're gonna learn new techniques. You're gonna become better at fishing. And then if you want to become a pro, then go for those. You know, there's like those Stella ones I heard about. I don't even know how much they go for. Hundreds of dollars. You don't really need that. All you need is, like, for example, something like this. This was $65 on Amazon. This is a Casking Recon 6000. Pretty cool. Didn't break the bank, but I'll do a review on this later on. But yeah, that's gonna take us to mistake number 5. Okay, mistake number 5 is not matching reels to rods or fishing style. Another thing that no one warned me about: balance. Okay, I will throw a heavy rod, and I just want to laugh because I did this a lot. I mean a lot. I will throw a heavy reel. Let's say this one. This is pretty heavy. This is a really heavy reel. This is for like cast surfing. Throw this all the way out in the bank for like shark fishing. This is really heavy. This is like a AK Okuma Q ratio 471. I will throw a heavy reel on a light rod. I didn't know what I was doing. Or a tiny reel on a heavy setup. You know what I mean? Everything fell off. My wrist got tired. Every time I had a fish on, probably like a shark, it felt more like if I was working. I wasn't really enjoying it. And I didn't like holding it. My wrist will get tired at times because my reel was heavy, my rod was light, or vice versa. My rod was heavy, my reel was. You get the point. Fishing became work, and it wasn't fun. So, not matching reels to rods or fishing style is not recommended. You have to match your rod to your reel depending for what you're doing, okay? For what kind of fish you're doing, fishing you're trying to do, and stuff like that. And I feel that these kind of things no one really tells you about. Okay guys, I'm back. I apologize, my battery died on me. So yeah, just to summarize, eventually I got tired of wasting my money. So what I did, I started researching. I started asking questions and actually learning what specs meant. Okay, and suddenly fisher got easier, more enjoyable, more productive. Same water, same lures, better setup. Okay, what I would do better if I started over, I could restart from day one. I will start with spinning reels, buy mid-range, not cheap or elite. Match reels to how I fish or what kind of fish I'm fishing. Learn basics before upgrading. Ignore the hype and focus on the function, okay? I know there's a lot of YouTube channels out there that are trying to sell you big and expensive rods and reels out there, and for me, it didn't work. I just wasted my money. Sometimes they're just creators that just want to sell you because they're being sponsored and stuff like that. So don't really go with the hype. Use whatever is working with you. And those were my mistakes that I made. my honest mistakes that I personally made, and I'm not sure if there's other people out there. I'm pretty sure there's a lot more smarter people than me, but that didn't make these mistakes, and that's great. I respect that. But this is my mistakes that I made, and I wanted to share it with you and with the people out there that are beginning or struggling with stuff like that that I didn't find on the internet, and no one really told me. Okay, so just to summarize, looking back, I wasn't just buying the wrong reels. I was just trying to rush something that's not meant to be rushed. Fishing is not meant to be rushed, okay? And this is why I'm sharing this. I'm not complaining, not to flex mistakes, but hopefully help someone enjoy fishing sooner than I did, okay? If you're new, don't feel dumb for not knowing. We've all been there. And if you're experienced, you already know. You're still learning every single time you hit the water. You're always learning. There's no fisherman that knows everything, in my opinion, okay? So if this video helped you even a little bit, do me a favor, hit the like and subscribe button. I think I only have 10 subscribers at the moment. I'm really trying hard to become like not a pro at this, but this is what I like doing, and this is not just for algorithm, but just because every comment and every tip of feedback actually helps me become a better fisherman, okay? Drop your advice, drop your mistakes that you have made or what you wish you knew, and let's learn from each other. Yeah, thanks for watching, thanks for being here, and I'll see you on the water, okay? And don't buy Okuma AK if you're not surf fishing. It's totally, it's a nice reel, but you don't really need a big reel like this unless you are surf fishing or trying to catch big sharks. Don't be like me. Bye. Like and subscribe, guys, and I'll catch you on the water, okay? Catch you soon. Bye.